Welcome everyone. Welcome to Sirat's crowdfunding seminar. Um, Today we're going to give you a little overview of Sirat, which is now a Section 8 not-for-profit company. And more importantly, it's going to be focused around our crowdfunding campaign, which we are launching on the 6th of October. It is a 7-day campaign from 6th October to 12th October. It will end on Dashera, and we have set this date because this is the festive season and people would want to give, and that is why we've chosen this. I'll also answer questions around. I remember Vinita asking me a question, why just 7 days? Isn't that a short period of time? So if you have any questions or any clarification that you need along the presentation, please keep asking them or putting them in the chat box and I'll keep answering them. So now, as you all know, we've always talked about that we want with Sirat, we want the journey to go from Surat to Sirat, right? We want people to look at not just the face value, but go beyond that and look at people's inner character and the qualities that make us human. And that is all that we're trying to do with Sirat. We're trying to empower a lot of people who are born with cleft. Now, this is a company overview as of September 2024. Like I've also mentioned, Sirat is a Section 8 not-for-profit company registered under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs in March of 2024. Now, in today's meeting, we will talk about a couple of things. Why we exist, where are we today, where do we want to go, and what do we need to get there. But because we had talked about why do we exist and where are we today in our town hall, I will quickly skim over it and I will not go into the details, but I will spend more time on where do we want to go and what do we need to get there. As you all know, cleft is a congenital birth defect. It happens in 1 in 700 babies who are born across the globe. This is the number specific for India, 1 in 700. For those of you who don't know, cleft lip and palate means the cleft is a split in the lip and the palate. Um, it can cause a lot of problems. Uh, in terms of feeding, in terms of breathing. It is difficult for anyone who is born with it. I myself and Sakshi and a lot of people here on this call were born with a cleft lip and palate or some form of it, either a cleft lip or cleft palate or bilateral cleft lip. Given India's population, approximately at least 35,000 babies are born in India every year with the cleft. And because our population is increasing, this number continues to rise. If we use the same number, we can estimate that there are more than 2 million people in India who have cleft. That is 20 lakh people in India have cleft across different age groups. And this is a number which keeps coming, which keeps increasing in our country. Now, beyond the surgery, we know that the surgery is uh, one of the most important medical interventions for the treatment of someone who is born with a cleft, for them and for the well-being of that family. But there are challenges beyond the surgery as well, right? For a challenge faced by a warrior, there are a lot of feeding difficulties. What is the right form of feeding? And because of lack of awareness, a lot of kids especially in the smaller cities and rural areas, they are malnutrition. They have malnutrition. There are a lot of speech and hearing problems. There's a lot of social stigma, bullying, and because of it, a lot of people face mental health issues as well. One of the primary issues being having a very low self-esteem. This is something that I, as a cleft warrior, have personally gone through, and literally every one of our community members, every cleft warrior in Sirius community has gone through. But they have overcome it. Most of them have overcome this challenge, or are still overcoming this challenge. In terms of the challenges faced by families, there's obviously a lot of anxiety and stress. Imagine a parent welcoming a child into their family and finding out that their child has a cleft lip. It gets overwhelming. My father is here as well, and he can attest that it does get very overwhelming and difficult, right? It's a long journey that needs to be solved for. There's obviously a financial burden because there is the cost of surgeries, speech therapy, dental treatments every week, every month, uh, providing a community, and the cost of pediatrician, gynecologist. There are a lot of financial costs that are involved. And of course, there's an emotional strain as well. And for the parents, I can only imagine how tough it would be to balance work, personal life, family life, medical treatments, and everything around it. But all of this is solvable now that so many people are working for Cleft. We know that with comprehensive Cleft care, which is a universally known phrase, we can ensure a full healthy life of a Cleft warrior as well as the Cleft families. It requires good surgery, good and timely surgeries, orthodontic treatments, speech therapy, a community around people to support and give emotional support, hearing care, family support, financial aid is very important, psychosocial support, and nutrition. All of this makes up the comprehensive cleft care. Now, where are we today? In terms of today, the serious community of cleft warriors is around 200 cleft warriors. The cleft allies, which is the parents, siblings, or the guardians of cleft warriors, they're about 300. We have a network of 50 and more cleft professionals who are surgeons, dentists, mental health counselors, speech language pathologists spread across the country. And across our social media platforms on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, and our newsletter, we have more than 1,200 people who understand what Cleft is, what Sirat is, and they would want to support us. We're present across at least 49 cities of India and 20 states across the country. We've hosted a lot of second opinion or question and answer sessions with surgeons, speech language pathologists, or dentists. This is especially important for people who are living in remote areas who don't have the time or who have poor access in terms of time or finances, but they would want access and we can connect them digitally to the best surgeons and best dentists in the country. We have also provided more than 70 one-on-one consultations, be it for speech therapy or orthodontic sessions. We started with Sunday meetups, virtual meetups, and we still do that. We've done more than 100 virtual meetups for warriors and allies. We've done a lot of picnics and offline meetups in Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay, Pune, Hyderabad. Um, I don't think I'm missing anything. Um, and in terms of where we are today, we're also legally registered in India. We are a Section 8 company. We are a not-for-profit company. Uh, so we have our incorporation certificate, we have our PAN, we have our TAN, we have a 12A certificate, which means that Sirat as a company will be exempted from income tax. We have the ATG certificate, which means that if anyone donates to Sirat, they get tax benefits. They will get tax benefits on their donations, right? We also have registered Sirat with Niti Aayog under the NGO Darpan. We have our bank account, working bank account with HDFC Bank. We have our memorandum of association, articles of association. So if anyone asks you, is Sirat just a WhatsApp group? No, it is a registered, formalized company. It's a Section 8 company. It's an NGO with directors, and now we have grown to be a team of 4 people. You know that Sakshi and I, as co-founders, have built Sirat for a while, but now we can also welcome Mansi and Dr. Sonal as the first 2 employees at Sirat, and they are team members who are actively looking at Sirat's growth and Sirat's programs. And you must have had the chance to interact with them in some way or form. Now, over the last 2 years, this is where I'll go in a bit of detail. Over the last 2 years, uh, talking to everyone and working at Sirat, we've realized that primarily, and let me emphasize on the word primarily, that we've identified where we want to focus on with Sirat. Now that we're a Section 8 company, we have to be very focused in terms of where do we put our time and effort. We've identified 5 areas. the areas are cleft assistance and awareness. What this means is that, let me put it in simple terms. When a lot of families, at least 10, 20 years back, and even now, they find that they have someone with cleft in their families, they do not have the proper guidance, or they do not know which path to take. I remember my father and my mother, they used to spend a lot of time going here and there, talking to hundreds of people just to understand which is the path that needs to be taken. However, now that we are digitally connected, we have experienced cleft warriors, experienced cleft parents, and the best medical professionals of the country in our network. We can provide this service from our team, centrally from our team, and this can be done remotely. As an example, Dr. Sonal, who is now the head of programs at Sirat, she's been talking to a lot of cleft warriors and cleft families. We have a case where we are trying to help out a little cleft warrior for his surgery named Parth. He is being operated by Dr. Karun in the next few days, but they have some shortage of funds, and that is why we need funds. We also have, if you are a parent or an ally, if you are in that group, you will be able to see that so many parents ask for doubts about bone grafting, which doctor do they consult in Mumbai, and through this community and through our assistance program, we can then guide them, and we can give them personalized guidance that based on your location, if you are in Mumbai, you visit this surgeon, this orthodontist, this speech language pathologist, right? And we're also creating a website. I'm very happy to share that Sirat has launched its website, siratkleftfoundation.in. Huge credits to Sakshi for working on it relentlessly for the past 1 month, and our website is now live. We will be sharing the link today. Um, and our aim for the website is that we want to have repackage and give all information related to Cleft on this one website. First in English, then in Hindi. We also have integrations where at the click of a button, anyone who visits the website can chat with either me or Sakshi. In the future, we want to also use capabilities of artificial intelligence and machine learning so that if anyone is interacting with our website at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., they can interact with the chatbot to get details and get the first level of guidance. After the first level of guidance, we will transfer them to a human in our team. Let's say, if I'm taking an example, Dr. Sonal, who will then intervene and then understand the case on a personal level and then provide that care. So in this way, we'll be able to deliver the personalized care in a much more efficient and fast method. In the speech improvement program, this is dedicated for all cleft warriors because as all of you know, speech is a big problem that comes with cleft. And not having basic functional speech affects our lives in ways that is hard to imagine for someone who is not born with a cleft. Having gone through 8 years of speech therapy myself, I now appreciate that time, that practice, that rigor, because I am able to now communicate with you all clearly. You don't have to ask me twice, what am I saying, right? And this is the level, this is the aspiration that every cleft warrior should have. That they should be able to have clear communication with anyone, be it at their workplace, be it in their family, be it with their friends, or be it with their romantic partners. Clear speech should not be a problem in at this time of our world. Similarly, mental health is a very big area that we are working on. A lot of people, especially cleft warriors, but also parents of cleft warriors, they undergo tremendous mental stress, anxiety, they feel overwhelmed, they have low self-esteem, and we have solutions in the world now, and we can help them. So we are working and we have started our program. We have officially delivered our first therapy sessions in mental health. And so yes, this is again very valuable program. Next is community events and engagement. It doesn't matter if we grow the community to 1,000, 10,000 member community, if we're not able to engage the community. A community is very important for a human's social well-being, or a human's well-being in general, and that is why we want to explore different ways for people to connect, right? Be it conducting picnics in a city, be it conducting a consultation session with a doctor, or having a dance party on a Sunday, or planning a trip. We would also want to plan trips in the future, right? It is important that people feel safe in this community, and that has been our goal from day one, providing a safe space. The last goal is obviously growing this community. Like I said, 1 in 700 babies born with cleft means that there is a huge community. Um, is my screen still audible? Still visible? Okay, great.
Yes.
Um, it's very important for our community to grow because there are a lot of people who will benefit from our help. Just today, I got to know of a scenario where one of our Cleft Warriors reached out to our team and they said that there's another Cleft Warrior who can use Sirat's help, your help, right? If you look at it, 5 years or even 2 years before, this would not have been possible, right? But because now we are digitally connected and we are building a community, strangers who are now friends are able to help each other out and we are able to provide them support. And at the end of the day, we are able to add value to someone's life and improve their quality of life. And for that very reason, growing this community is very important. So again, I'll say that if you meet anyone, if you've met anyone in the past with the cleft, or if you meet anyone, tell them about Sirat. You might not realize it, but your impact of just letting them know about Sirat could be exponential. We don't know what people are going through, but if they find a community that they can have a safe space in, it will impact them massively. Like I said, there's a huge community that we can reach out to for for to prioritize and focus on a specific group of people. We are currently focusing on people who have active internet and WhatsApp. This doesn't mean that we will not reach out to the people who don't have internet or WhatsApp, but we want to prioritize it because of the current operating models that we have. We have taken into account cleft warriors who are born with cleft from birth to 55 years of age. We have taken parents of cleft warriors. If the warriors are between 0 to 35 years old, we have taken their parents, right? So if add it all up, we can approach 1.7 million people. That is the potential of Sirat's community, right? It does seem overwhelming to us sometimes, to me personally as well, but it also motivates me, and I do get inspired when I see a lot of success stories. One of the success stories and one of the positive examples was when we requested all of you to give us a Google review for Sirat on Google, and a lot of you put out emotional and heartfelt. You all conveyed heartfelt thank yous to us, and that carried us for a lot of days and is still carrying us. So thank you for that. That is very valuable. I will not go into the details right now, but what I want to convey through this slide is that to reach certain goals, to grow, it is important to have targets and it is important to have metrics. In the corporate or the startup world, we call them North Stars. What is a North Star? Where do we want to go? It is important for the community to know what are we aiming for so that we can go in the right direction. And when we're building a team, it is important for us to know all of this. That is why I will not go into the numbers. We have defined some metrics as what is the size of our community, how many sessions are in mental health or speech improvement are we providing annually, how many people are benefiting from our cleft assistance awareness program, and how many community events are we hosting. This doesn't mean that we will only chase these numbers. Targets are only to help align our direction, give us the right direction, and sometimes to push the team to work a little harder. We are also trying to work towards testimonials and good stories and good outcomes from Sirat. Now, for all of this, we need funds, right? To conduct speech therapy sessions and to provide free speech therapy sessions, to provide free mental health counseling sessions, to grow the community, to visit hospitals, to host events, to be able to employ people, to hire a team, for us to work as well. Money is required. Money is used to enable all of this change to create value, right? Now, for the donation purposes, we have created some slabs, right from rupees 1000 to rupees 1 lakh. What this slide is trying to say is that if you're thinking of donating, or if anyone in your network is trying to donate, is thinking, how much amount should I donate? And what will that amount go to? You can show them this slide. It will tell you that, okay, for 1000 rupees, this 1000 rupees will be used to provide free cleft care information and resources for 5 families. 4,000 rupees will be used to provide free cleft care guidance for 1 family, supported by a personal counselor. They'll have a personal dedicated counselor who will navigate their cleft journey. For 15,000 rupees, you can support free speech therapy, which includes 1 assessment and 8 speech therapy sessions for 1 Cleft Warrior. Or you can support the mental health therapy for 1 Cleft Warrior or ally with 1 assessment and 6 sessions. Or you can provide cleft care guidance for 4 families with a personal counselor. If you provide 25,000 rupees, you can give personalized cleft care guidance for 4 families, and you can support speech therapy in terms of 1 assessment and 5 sessions for 1 Cleft Warrior. If someone wants to donate a larger amount, let's say like 1 lakh rupees, they can fund a community event for 100 Cleft Warriors and families, where we will create a lot of activities, where we'll give them resources, support, and build engagement. What this will help anyone to know is how much money, whatever they're comfortable with, whatever they can donate, it'll give them an idea and it'll tell them how will it be used. And it is our responsibility, and we're also working on impact reports and statements of how are the funds being used. That is how Sirat will provide transparency, right? I will be sharing all of this information after this as a PDF. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Lastly, it's about the fundraising champion. Do you want to be Sirat's fundraising champion? Let's discuss this. Now, who is a fundraising champion? A fundraising champion is anyone who relates to the cause, believes in the cause of any organization, and wants to raise funds for it. They believe in it and they want to raise funds from their personal networks, right? Um, what are the qualities of a fundraising champion? They should be passionate, they should believe in the cause, right? And they should understand how much money is required, where will the money be used, and they should be able to reach out to their network. The network could be your best friends, your school friends, college friends, family, extended family, colleagues, people who you met, anyone. The responsibilities of a fundraising champion are to set a target, and within the fundraising crowdfunding week, which is 6 to 12 October. 6 to 12 October is when Sirat is launching the crowdfunding campaign. And in these 7 days, the fundraising champion will use their networks to raise a particular amount. Now, that target can be anything. It can even be 5,000 rupees. It can even be 5 lakh rupees. It can be 50,000 rupees. It can be 20. The target you choose. If you want to be a fundraising champion, you choose the target, you tell us, and we'll help you with all the details. What kind of messages you can send, what kind of posters can you send. We are also creating how to donate videos, which will be a step-by-step instructional video where by clicking the link, we'll see the entire journey till the payment gateway. How do you share it? I would also like to inform you that just a few days before, the team, Sirat team, which is Sakshi, me, Mansi, and Sonal, we conducted a 2-hour session to really understand why do we need this money? Why does this cause need this money? Why does this team need this money? And why do I, as an individual, deserve this money? We also talked about what are the fears and inhibitions that we have in our mind when we talk to people, because we all have them. I still have a lot of fear when I talk to people and ask them for money, but it is important to talk about it and address it. So if you want to be a fundraising champion and if you want to discuss all of these details, how do you approach people? What do you send them? How do you ask for money? Because it does get awkward asking for money, right? How do you do all of that? We will help you, right? We've done a lot of work. We've been preparing for this for over a month, and we can help you. All we need is your intent, your belief, and actually that's it, your intent and belief. That's it, right? So if you want to be a fundraising champion, you can reach out to me. You have my number. If not, you can message me here, and I'll drop you my number. Yes, that is the end of my presentation. It took more time than I anticipated, but thank you. Uh, I will now stop sharing my screen and take any questions.
Yeah, Aishim, Vinita here.
I will.
One question, hi. Yeah, first of all, that was a great presentation, and I really liked the slide where you guys have broken down the amount versus what you are going to achieve within that amount. So I think that's a very clear picture.
Thank you.
Um, how will the donations be made? I mean, where will it be made? Will it be a part of the website? Uh,
Yeah, one
that
second. Let me make sure. So we have partnered with this organization called Milaap. It is a
okay.
crowdfunding platform which charges 0% fee. It's a zero fee platform. It's a simple page where we have put down pictures and details of what are people funding towards. Um, on that, when you click donate, you can enter the amount, what you want to donate. Milaap as a platform, because it charges no fees, they work on tips through the donors. So it will add a default tip as a percentage, right? It will be somewhere around 10 to 16%. So if you don't want to tip the platform, you have to mention that you want to tip it 0 rupees, right? Otherwise, by default, it will add a percentage to your amount, right? So for your knowledge and for people who you reach out to, please be wary of this because it can feel, and I have received this feedback, that it adds the amount by default and people don't realize it, right? Please be cautious of this. You will have to give your name, number, and email ID. However, if you want to stay anonymous on the campaign page, you can click anonymous and your details won't be shown on the campaign page. But but Sirat will receive the details. It will also ask you that if you want tax benefits, there is an option to say yes. And if you want, then you will have to give your PAN details, PAN card, PAN number, and address. So that we will get these details and we will issue donation receipts to everyone. We have already given out receipts to 2 of our donors, and we've also completed that process, that whole chain of process. So and if you have any doubts about tax exemption, I've researched and I've studied that, you can ask me. Um, yeah, and the Milaap, and there are multiple payment gateways. You can pay through UPI, you can pay through net banking, you can pay through debit card or credit card. Now, the only fees that is charged is a payment gateway. Because Milaap uses a secure payment gateway, it will charge anywhere between 0.5 to 2.5%, depending on which payment mode you choose. Let me illustrate with an example. If you donate 100 rupees and let's say you pay through a debit card, the payment gateway will charge 2% rupees to us. So instead of 100 rupees, we will get 98 rupees. 2 rupees will go to the payment gateway who is providing a secure and safe channel for payments to us. That is okay. That is something that we have to accept. And so yeah, I'll share the campaign page. Does that help answer your question?
Yeah, thanks, Ashim. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, this is our Cirrus website. I know a lot of you have suggested that we should have a website, and we finally have it. So the website is cirruscleftfoundation.in. It is a fairly straightforward name that will be easy to remember. cirruscleftfoundation.in. Like you can see, we have laid out as of now, a basic structure of a website, but it has all the information. And if you want to tell someone about Sirat, they will find all of it here. So I'm just going to take you through the website, the home page. It tells about us, what are we doing, what our programs are, our impactometer, how many Cleft Warriors we have, and a beautiful map of where all we are. Uh, a gallery behind the scenes. That's a great collage. And our partners, a lot of the testimonials that a lot of you have gracefully left us. We also have our blog, which is written by Vinita herself, our blog master. Um, and you can follow us on Instagram. So, and you can also contact us through this contact form. So as you can see, it's a very comprehensive website. It gives anyone, it's a one-stop solution. If anyone wants detail about Sirat, it is on their website.
Ashim, just one more thought.
Yeah,
And I'm just thinking out loud here. I saw the Milaap page, right? I don't remember seeing the breakdown of the amount. Do you and Sakshi, if you think it makes sense to put it there, to give users an idea as to where the money and how the money will be utilized, you can
correct.
think about it. Is
I've
there?
just done the breakdown today, so I have to update the
Oh,
campaign.
okay, okay. Sorry for that. ठीक
Hey,
है.
you
No,
wouldn't
I
know.
really like that breakdown. That was a very good thing,
Yeah,
actually.
we'll put it there. We'll also
Yeah,
be
yeah.
putting the first 30 minutes of this today's webinar as a video,
Okay.
so that anyone who wants to understand more about Sirat can simply come back to this video, watch some bits, and they'll understand why we need the funds. Again,
And
are there
regarding
any questions? And
mm,
would you like to be a fundraising champion with us?
right, I can try my best, Ashim. Is there anything will as a fundraising champion? I mean, I can always share the link in a group, and but are you looking at some definite amount which I think I can raise? Nothing like that,
No,
right?
you,
ऐसा कुछ
I
नहीं
mean,
है.
you can set, you can choose or not to set a target.
Okay,
Setting a realistic target helps, will
right.
help during this week. That is why all of us individually in our team, we also have our own targets. Uh,
Okay,
so you can also set the target as, let's say, something like 10,000, 20,000 rupees, right? And
right, right.
so that is realistic and you can achieve it, right? It's completely up to
Okay,
you. All we will do is
okay.
give you the support and help to execute that target.
Sure, sure. Yeah, regarding the target, I'll think about it, but I'll definitely pursue this. Ashim,
Great.
in my circle, friends, family, whatever. Yeah.
Thank you, Vinita. Anyone else,
And
would you like to be a fundraising champion? क्या आप fundraising champion बनेंगे सीरत के लिए इस crowdfunding campaign में?
Ashim, I'm Parthavi.
Hi Bhargavi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Mm. I have one more doubt. How to pay I am my fund
So, apart
and
from, okay,
uh,
go on, complete your question, please.
and monthly I have to pay or once only. I can't understand.
Okay, good questions, Bhargavi.
Mm.
I will share a link to a page. It's a Milaap
Mm.
crowdfunding campaign, right? If you click the link,
Mm.
when you open the link, there will be a button called donate. When
Okay.
you click donate, it will ask you what amount do you want to donate. It will ask for some
Okay.
basic details, your name, phone number, your email ID.
Mm,
If you want
okay.
tax exemption, you can say yes, and you have to provide some other details. After that, you will say confirm, and then it will take you to
Mm,
a payment gateway. So, like how you make
okay.
payments for other purchases, online purchases, you can pay through
Mm,
UPI, you can pay through credit card, debit card, or net banking of any
okay.
bank, right?
Okay. Okay.
Does that answer your first
Uh,
question?
okay. How much? 5,000, 500,000, like that also I can pay.
Yes, absolutely. Any amount that you can pay.
Okay.
Like,
Openly, I telling you, my salary is 10,000 only. I will share
that's okay. That's
thousand 500.
any amount is.
When I got more salary, I will send.
Thank you. Highly appreciate.
Okay.
And to your second question, monthly or one time, that is up to the donor. If they want to do it monthly, the campaign page will be live and they can donate there. So
Okay.
they can donate one time or monthly. In the
Okay.
future, we will build a function in our website where people can sign up for a monthly donation and it is automatically begun. But today, it is not there. Every time you want to make a donation, you'll have to visit the campaign page.
Okay.
Yes, Mansi, please tell me.
I want to say this that in terms of donations, of course, we should all contribute. But for warriors, this is a request that in terms of making content as well, you can volunteer with us. Um, I'll send you like briefs. We can work together because donations, of course, we are directing people, but then to put it out in a very creative way, reach out to more people through social media so that we expand and get our targets. We can also work together to contribute your time to make content. Yeah.
That's a very important point, Mansi. Well said. And I'll emphasize on the importance of it, right? And we have a uh, philosophy that we're building at Sirat about any donation for that matter. Um, we are not trying to mint sympathy. We want to show people that everyone has immense potential, immense opportunities in every individual. We want we want to support and help to make that happen, right? Now, this is a change in mindset. This is a different mindset, right? That people have potential and we want to fulfill these opportunities. And that is why these donations are important. And that is why it is important for the Cleft Warriors, for people like us, to tell others around us in our networks, our friends, family members, our colleagues, why it is important and why Sirat is helping. If Sirat has helped you over the last 2 years, then tell people how it has helped you, and then they'll understand, oh, this is the potential. This is if Sirat reaches to more people, the same, if not more, the same impact can be given to millions of other people, right? So use that sort of language and conversation when you talk about Sirat. You will be surprised at even though we do a lot of work in social media and we talk about things, I still find some of my very close friends unaware of what are the realities of someone who has endured cleft, the journey of cleft, right? So it takes repeated conversations and you have to tell your stories, right? It is important to tell stories because only then people will realize it.
I would like to start. First of all, I'd like to thank Ashim. Also, I'd like to compliment him. Whenever I was looking away from the screen, it was very hard to differentiate that he has been a warrior or he has been to speech therapy. So his voice and his deliveries of speech were very, very clear. And there should not be any question that who should be a fundraising champion as we are working towards the same goal. So we all should be trying cannot commit because we haven't done it before, but I really like the session. It was short, simple, and to the point. And of course, we are working, everyone is working for the same cause. So definitely, I'll try from my side to raise. Of course, it requires some sort of marketing strategy, empathy, convincing people that maybe we are lacking in those areas, but as the very reason of getting into the organization is to learn, because you are a budding organization and startup, we get to learn a lot. So it will be a new experience, of course. So yes, definitely I would like to volunteer for this.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a great session. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Binoy.
Thank you, Binoy.
It seems harder than it actually is. So, and that's why we are here to help you ease that journey of how to ask for fund. We'll work with you. I'll reach out. फंड रेजिंग चैंपियन का मतलब ये नहीं है कि सिर्फ डॉक्टर्स से फंड रेजिंग करनी है। आपका जो अपना नेटवर्क है, आपके जो घर वाले हैं, एक्सटेंडेड फैमिली हैं, फ्रेंड्स हैं, कॉलीग्स हैं, उनसे भी आप रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं।
Yeah, session was very nice और मुझे ऑलमोस्ट जो भी ये एनजीओ है उसके बारे में मुझे ऑलमोस्ट तो पता चल गया है और मुझे वैसा डाउट तो होप सो मुझे इन फ्यूचर मुझे आए तो आई विल लेट यू नो। और जहाँ तक फंड रेजिंग की बात है, मैं अपना बेस्ट देने का जो जितना मेरे से हो सकता है ट्राई माय बेस्ट। और राइट नाउ आई एम परस्यूइंग एमबीए, सो मुझे उतना टाइम शायद ना मिल पाए, बट जितना हो सकता है मैं अपने इनसे अपना बेस्ट दूंगा। क्लेफ के बारे बहुत किसी को इन्फॉर्मेशन है नहीं। अभी भी बहुत कोई ऐसे हैं जिनको पता नहीं है कि ये प्रॉब्लम कैसे होता है, क्यों है, इसका मेन रीजन क्या है। अगर अगर उसको हम अगर बता पाए ढंग से तो शायद वो समझ के हमें वो हेल्प कर सकते हैं।
तो
सही
विप्रो
बोल रहे
में विप्रो देखो, दो सिनेरियो हैं। एक तो वो लोग जिनको नहीं पता है ना,
Yes.
तो उनको तो तुम अब जैसे हमारा तुमने सोशल मीडिया देखा हो या वेबसाइट है, तो वेबसाइट का उनको लिंक भेजो, उनको दिखाओ कि ये
हाँ
रहा वेबसाइट, ये होता है क्लेफ्ट। सोशल मीडिया पे आजकल हम बहुत सिंपली बता रहे हैं कि क्लेफ्ट क्या होता है, क्या दिक्कतें हैं। तो एक तो ये टाइप के ऐसे टाइप के लोग हो गए जिनको नहीं पता है, बट ऐसे भी तो
हाँ
लोग होंगे आपके अराउंड जिनको पता है क्लेफ्ट क्या है। तो आप
हाँ
पहले
हाँ।
उनको पूछ के आप उनको पूछ सकते हो कि
अच्छा
आपको तो पता है क्लेफ्ट क्या है, तो क्या और सीरत
हाँ
ये काम कर रहा है, तो क्या आप डोनेट करना चाहोगे,
हाँ।
है ना?
Yes.
ओके, ग्रेट। आई If there aren't any questions, that means the presentation was good. So thank you everyone for your time.